Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Creative Printmaking Challenge with the Stove Network. We're inviting you to experiment with printmaking at home and hope this is something that everyone can get involved with, whether you've got kids at home or you're looking for something to kickstart your own creativity. This video is for Tattie printing. So these are some of the things that you might need. If you don't have everything, try and improvise. So if you don't have brushes, old sponges will work. Use whatever paint you've got lying around at home. If you're cutting potatoes, we recommend that you get the adults to do the cutting because the knives are quite sharp, and maybe the kids can instead do some of the drawing and design work to plan out what their stamp should look like. So some good things to think about for your prints are things like what textures and materials can you find in your space. Potato prints are really good for building up a kind of a pattern, so we want to think about nice bold designs that we can replicate in lots of different ways to kind of build up a picture, and think about little bits of texture or detail that you can add into your print that will improve it later on. There you go, you can see this has just been speeded up quite a bit, but there you can see some of the finished stamp designs. So I've cut this potato into a few different pieces so we can get a few different designs out of the one. If you're doing letters, bear in mind that you'll need to reverse them because you're going to get a reverse stamp when you print. Right, when we get onto printing, I've got a little plastic tray, or you could use a plate or an old bit of cardboard to put your paint on. And we're just going to apply a little bit of paint onto our stamp, not huge amounts because we'll get a much more detailed print if it's not super wet. But as you start to experiment with this, you'll start to get a better feel with it. So make sure that you've got lots of little bits of paper that you can try out on, because the first few you'll probably not be very happy with, and the more you have a go at it, the better feel you'll get for it as you go. You can also try things like using multiple colours on your stamps just to create a little bit more detail into the pattern, and that's it kind of brings out a nice variation in these leaves. So when you're thinking about this week's theme or prompt, what are the secret spaces in your life now, we're thinking about all kinds of things, from your back garden to a blanket fort, a quiet local walking route, to your bedroom. We'd love this to kind of inspire the prints that you make. So things to think about are the textures or the materials that you might find there, the colours that there are, and what's in your secret space. So what kind of objects are there? So there you have it. We'd love to see what printmaking activities you get up to at home. Maybe you can improve on our ideas so far, but if you could please share your designs with us, you can drop them an email to katie@thestove.org or share them on social media and use our hashtag Homegrown.